Hi, welcome. Yes, it's 10:01. I'm going to just start because I will be recording this. Welcome. This is the national launch or introduction to Chocolate Milk Cafe National. Full disclosure, my children are playing in the backyard, so you will hear a bouncing ball. You will hear some screaming and yelling, maybe here and there. It's a beautiful fall day, fall morning, and they are outside, right outside my window. So today I will be discussing who and what, but I will not really cover why there is a chocolate milk cafe, because if you've been paying attention, hopefully you kind of understand why we're here. Um, I'm Takisha. My pronouns are she, her. I am uh, re- reporting from you live from the land that is was previously occupied by the Lenape people. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to be inclusive and put all those things together. So hopefully you see that. I am the executive director of Chocolate Milk Cafe National. That is my official title. Um, I heard someone come in. Might interrupt me. I identify as a lactation advocate. Sometimes I use the term breastfeeding or human milk advocate. I will interchange those. And the reason why I am trying my best to focus on lactation advocate, because that is a more inclusive term that we have been trying to navigate to. If there becomes another one, then we will adjust. I still identify as a breastfeeding advocate because I was a breastfeeding parent, and that is a term I will use for myself and anyone else who requires that description. But to encompass all of the people that I wish to serve, I will use lactation advocate because whether you chest feed, body feed, provide human milk to your child in any other form, actively nursing, uh, pumping, donor milk. We want to support all lactation journeys specifically. Even if you're supplementing, you're still on a lactation journey. So I just want to be clear about that. That is something that I bring from myself, and also would like to see that within Chocolate Milk Cafe that we are inclusive. Just want to put that out there. I am the parent of three children. I have a now 8-year old and twin 6-year olds. They were all exclusively breastfed. My oldest for 21 months because I found that I was expecting twins and I just didn't know how to do that. And then my twins, I rounded that out at 27 months and was good to go. We were on a great journey, and then I just tapped out. I am very proud of that journey. I will shout that from the rooftops. You will hear in another later video maybe a little bit more about my experience, but I have been on this journey for 8 years and very proud to be supporting you all. What else? I am a homeschooling, unschooling, self-directed education parent. So pre-COVID, we have been home. We have a community that is very supportive. We do a lot of different things. If you find me on the internet, you'll learn about all those things. I'm just going to focus on Chocolate Milk Cafe for today. And I also want to highlight that I do have a background in interior design, a passion for organization, and that's what I like to bring to the table as the executive director here. I feel my role is to oversee the day-to-day operations of Chocolate Milk Cafe and its team. So I am behind the scenes. I am your social media person. I am doing the website. I am organizing, helping with meetings, and getting us all together. I would like to take some of those things off of my plate. So maybe we'll touch on that today. If not, throughout the week, we'll try to touch on how you can help and support Chocolate Milk Cafe and contribute. If you received our email this morning, contribute away. We are looking for all types of support. If you want to email us or go to our website and learn more on how you can support in other ways, time is equally as valuable as actual monetary um, support. So, and my other thing is I help in building the infrastructure. So, um, I'll get into that about chocolate milk cafe and how we became incorporated, but we're still in the process of building up and establishing our role within the lactation, especially the Black lactation community. So you'll see us teeter here and there. So if you have any questions, if I would love to answer them, just feel free to write them below. I will double check and make sure that I answer them at some point, or we answer them, or we monitor them. Hopefully, some of our lovely facilitators and board members and team are on it. But if not, we'll try to get to it. You can email us or our website. There's a lot of ways to contact us, and we're trying our best to respond everywhere. So the infrastructure, and then I have, like I said, I do have other community roles, and let's get into it. So, what is Chocolate Milk Cafe? If you have been following us, you may have seen, oh, I can't even show it to you, our press release. And that kind of outlines a little bit about Chocolate Milk Cafe, highlights here and there. But Chocolate Milk Cafe National was actually developed this year as a 501c3. While everybody was focusing on COVID, we were over there trying to get our ducks in a row and deal with COVID. So we are officially 501c3 as of April of this year. We are a national organization. We initially this was previously developed by Mama Hakima Tufunzi Payne in Kansas City, Missouri, of Uzazi Village. Tomorrow you will see a video with her words from her explaining the history and why why Chocolate Milk Cafe came to be. I do a little casual interview with her on that. So in 2014, she developed Chocolate Milk Cafe in Kansas City, and it started out as like a program for Uzazi Village. What actually happened in the midst is that other people are like, "What's that? Chocolate Milk Cafe?" And you'll hear on Tuesday, myself and a few other, the rest of our board talk about how we heard about Chocolate Milk Cafe. So in 2017, I and 6 other breastfeeding lactation advocates, doulas, IBCLCs, midwives, they were in training at the time, CLCs, we all got together and we took the training to bring a chapter to the New York, New Jersey area. So for me, I started, I think, the Newark chapter in 2018. February of 2018 is when we started our Newark. So I did go through the training. I've actually been to 3, and I have been a facilitator. You might hear me say I'm retired or I put up that hat or whatever, but it's just that just means that I am not responsible for a monthly meeting. If someone needs me to join in, I do join in. I had the pleasure of witnessing a lot of meetings this year from the different chapters to see how everybody works. They're all different and they bring their own little flavor, which was nice to see. So we in New York, New Jersey is a heavy populated, dense area with a lot of passionate go-getters. We started growing kind of fast. So within the first 2 years, we saw a lot of growth and a lot more people interested. So last year we did a training in April that doubled our New York, New Jersey numbers. And then we did another training, I believe it was October of 2019, and it tripled our facilitated, not triple from the double, but so we went from 7 to about 20, 21 facilitators within 2 years. So you can't ignore that growth. So luckily, Mama Hakima Payne was like, you know what? Y'all got this. So she allowed us to take this on and turn it into a national. And we happened to get the wheels moving faster due to a contribution and also due to COVID because we had to transfer over to a virtual platform because we didn't want our families being exposed. So the board and I had to hustle and bustle to get things done. So that's why we're kind of growing slowly. This is why in 2021 will be our ideal time to add on new people because we still need the time because we got some very busy, magical people in this crew. They didn't really go into full details in the video, but I would like to tell you that we have Nubia, Earth Martin, who is birth from the earth. She is a midwife doing the damn thing, home birth midwife. We have Vicky Neisen, who works for WIC as their IBCLC in East Orange, New Jersey. She's also a La Chile leader. And then she's um, Chocolate Milk Cafe facilitator for East Orange location. LaShonda Danridge, you'll learn that she's my sister. I'll say it multiple times. She is an IBCLC doing her thing. She's got Uptown Village, Lactation Learning Collective. She's doing breastfeeding support classes and all this learning. So there's a lot of stuff going on. And you have little old me, but I don't really like to gas up anything that I do. I feel like I do nothing. But I will highlight that I am the community lead organizer for Families for Equity. I am also a collaborative partner for Black Mamas Matter Alliance, which all those people are so awesome. And I do a little podcasting. So it is what it is. We do our thing. I'll be recording that actually later today. So yeah, so there's a couple of things going on. And so we're trying to work backwards and forward and do all these things. So again, if you want to support that, you see that there's a little bit of a lull somewhere that you can help uplift us. We're all for it. All right, I'm getting off topic because that is not what I plan to talk about. So currently we have 8 chapters, our locations. I'll interchange chapters and locations. We're in 5 states. Kansas City, Missouri, where it all started. Then before New York and Jersey got off and running, Rhode Island has a chapter. I have gotten to meet a lot of those people. And then New York, New Jersey, and then Oklahoma. And they're trying to grow over there in Oklahoma as well. So they want to have the numbers like we have here in New York, New Jersey, which I'm here for. So we also have some pending that someone's yelling for me. We have some pending states that are in our mention in our DM. Tyson, I'm in the middle of recording. Please do not interrupt me. Ask Daddy. Normally I'll pause, but I can't really hear. Okay, so we also have roughly, just under 30 certified facilitators at the moment. That's a lot of people to manage. And they're all doing their own thing. They're in their communities. So it's great. I mean, in Brooklyn alone, we have 5 facilitators. Newark has about 4. Rhode Island has 3. Kansas City has 4. Harlem has 3. Yonkers has 3. Oklahoma has 2. East Orange has 2. I think I hit them all, right? I don't know. Anyway, but we're looking to grow. We are looking to grow, like I said. Registration to certify new facilitators and develop new chapters will be available in 2021. I'm putting that out there and holding this to it that we're going to make sure the work is done so that by January we are scheduling and organizing. In the meantime, if you are interested in being a facilitator, I suggest you go to the website, chocolatemilkcafe.com. You go to Who We Are, or Facilitators, I think is the title under Who We Are. And you look for the little form to fill out. We want to know some things about you. And then our lovely director of facilitators will then reach out to you and they'll send you a questionnaire to fill out, and then you'll have an interview. So get that stuff done out of the way. So then the next step is that in 2021, we're just putting you on a list for the actual training. We want to make sure that that's all. So initially our trainings are in person, of course, and they are very valuable in person. I think we touch upon it in one of the interviews that I do with one of the facilitators, Norlandi, about experience with going through the training. And now it's COVID. We don't know when this is going to let up, and we're not trying to expose anyone. And we're trying to figure out how not to lose the intimacy of our trainings, basically. It's really great to be in space with other Black birth workers doing this work. So we're trying to work out all those kinks to make sure that it is still plentiful and you're getting what you need from that and you're equipped to lead in your community. So that's going to take some time. So just get the rest of the stuff, like I said, out of the way, and then we'll go. Maybe, if we're lucky, we can have trainings in person again, because I would love to travel. There's some, my sister's like, Hawaii. Let's have a chapter in Hawaii. All right. So again, what is Chocolate Milk Cafe? We've been talking about Chocolate Milk Cafe. You've probably seen us all over Black Breastfeeding Week. You've probably seen us all over the internet. And I have seen some people a little confused about what we actually do. So I'm going to read our mission statement. Chocolate Milk Cafe provides a sacred space where families that are part of the African diaspora can be supported and empowered to breastfeed and provide human milk to their children. And with that, our vision is to normalize breastfeeding, chest feeding, body feeding, and the expression of human milk in the Black community. So I want to go into a little detail because I throw out some terms that you may not get. Like, so why are we using the term African diaspora? And specifically, you identify as part of the African diaspora, is because the Black community, we know, has disparities among breastfeeding and lactation, human milk. And not everybody identifies as Black. So in certain communities, it is the Black African American people who are at risk. However, we have Caribbean people, we have people from the continent, we have Latinx, Afro-Latinx people who sometimes don't see themselves as Black or African American, but they're in the numbers when we talk about these disparities. So we want to still include them, know that this space is for you as well. We got Brooklyn, I mentioned before, and there's heavily Caribbean. My mother is from Jamaica, so, but I do identify as Black. I'm born and raised in America, so Black, African American, Black. But we want to make sure that you're seen as well. So it's a call out to make sure that everybody is in the room, that knows that to be in the room, because you walk into a hospital, you're birthing your baby, they don't know that you're of Caribbean descent unless you speak another language or whatever. They don't know that. They're still going to racially profile you. So we want to let you know that we're here for that, and we're here to support you. What other words? I interchange terms like Black, African American, African diaspora, because we want to make sure that all of those people within that space are included. You'll notice that I do not use the term mother, woman a lot, because we're referring to lactating people and also family. So yes, women, but also non-binary, and also people who are part of a fuller spectrum. If you are, excuse me, if you are lactating, if you are providing human milk, we want to support you. If you are a dad who has experienced loss, or if you're a dad who is supporting a lactating person, we want to support you. Grandma, aunt, cousin, sister, brother, uncle, grandfather, however you show up in this lactation community, we're here to support you, because it is not enough to just support the person who's lactating. We also need to provide the support to the family, because that is part of our culture, and part of the where some of the disparities lie in the misinformation, or the lack of support from those in your immediate family. So if grandma is on board and grandma understands the importance of human milk, then that will help the relationship. So we're here for all of that. And then what is peer? So we say, we express that we are a peer-to-peer support group, peer-to-peer support group. This is not a breastfeeding class. You will come here and you will learn a plethora of things. So if you are expecting, please join our meetings if you plan to provide human milk. If you're not so sure if you want to provide human milk, still come to our meetings. We are here to educate with evidence-based information. We're also here to provide peer support. So the people in the community, if you have a question, we may kick it back to someone else who's had that experience, so you can hear about their experience. We have a lot of, what if when they're getting their teeth kind of questions. You can hear that from somebody who's maybe nursing someone who's just getting their tooth. So you can hear it from their mouth, as opposed to someone who was afraid of that and stopped, or doesn't really know what that entails, because you hear a lot in our community and beyond about, oh, when they get teeth, it's time to stop. No, it ain't time to stop. There's something called full term nursing, and that's beyond two. So they have teeth by two. Yeah. All right. So that's mostly what I plan to talk to you about today. I can go on rants forever about chocolate milk, human milk, lactation. It is a real passion of mine. I do not want this video to be extremely long because I want you to pay attention, but I do want to talk about this week of events. Today, we are doing an introduction, and I will try to monitor social media for any questions and maybe add them into doing another video, because I will be doing a live recap at the end of the week. Tomorrow will be a discussion with Mama Hakima Payne, an interview. Then those are not live. These are pre-recorded. They're on our website. They will be up on the date that I say. So just look out for it. You can even get reminders because they are on our YouTube channel. And then Tuesday, you will get to meet the board. I mentioned them here, but you'll get to really meet them and fall in love with them like I have. On Wednesday, we're going to do some facilitator experiences. I have been lucky to record 2 so far, and I have another one in the works. Maybe I'll get some more. I just realized I didn't change my name on here. And then Thursday, I'm hoping that we will have for you an IBCLC experience. Either it may be recorded or it may be live. We're not so sure yet. We're still looking at the details. Then we have an attendee experience. Again, I recorded one, and hopefully another one, because I really want you to hear it from their mouths. And maybe we might get some submissions as well. I'm just hoping that we flood your whole entire feed this week with Chocolate Milk Cafe information. We will be sending out some emails so you know that these recordings are available. And then on the 10th, Saturday, I will be doing a recap. I also am going to highlight that Saturday evening, actually, first off, Saturday morning is our East Orange meeting at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. And at 10 Pacific Standard Time is our Oklahoma meeting. So we have those 2 meetings that kind of back to back. So if you're up, you can join one of those meetings. And then Saturday evening, I will be hosting, providing space for discussion about inclusivity, lactation inclusivity. So inclusivity in the lactation community. Because we want to start that conversation. Well, not start it, but have that conversation and be in the room for that conversation. We're looking for more people who are non-binary, trans, of the trans experience, or even just people who are fit that bill. That inclusive language will support you. If you are new to this, maybe this may not be the space for you. We want people who want to uplift the voices of those who need this discussion to happen. So that's for the week. Our Chocolate Milk Cafe and our national launch. What else I have for you is, what is it? Who, what, when? I'm trying to hit all of them. So when and where. Locations, like I said, we have Rhode Island, Brooklyn, East Orange, Oklahoma, Yonkers, Newark, Kansas City, and Harlem. Everybody meets once a month. Oklahoma meets twice a month. They are all virtual at the moment. Rhode Island meets on the first Thursday, so you just missed their meeting for October. Brooklyn meets on the first Friday. They just had their meeting fast. Coming up, like I said, East Orange meets on the second Saturday of the month, so they're coming up on the 10th. Oklahoma meets on the second Saturday and the fourth Thursday of the month. Yonkers meets the third Thursday, so that's the following week after our big launch. And then Newark is at the end of the month, the fourth Thursday of the month, along with actually Oklahoma and Newark also share a day. Oklahoma's in the morning, Newark's in the evening. Kansas City is the fourth Saturday. And rounding out the last Monday of every month is Harlem. So hopefully you can go to our website and see more. If you received our email, there's a link that you can just go and click and find a meeting that suits you, or join a couple. And if you're out of state, if you're not in any states, you are welcome to join. Please be someone who is lactating because our meetings are 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours, depending on the location. And if the group is big, you'll hear about this on one of our meetings. Like if we don't get the chance to see everybody or support everyone, sometimes a facilitator may go back and reach out to a person who needs additional support. But we really want to make sure that we are supporting the people, the families in our community. So if you're a doula or you're just someone who wants to see what it's about, you cannot be not part of the African diaspora. Please do not join in. That is a hard stop for us. This is a sacred space. You automatically interrupt that when you are not of the identify as part of the African diaspora. We want that to be very clear. If you are not lactating, if you're not a lactated advocate, if you're not like joining somebody,
I have to put this basketball back.
Okay, you can have that later. Again, so please just be mindful. We try to put those disclaimers everywhere. We really want the space to be sacred. If you want to support us and you do not fit any of these areas, donate, share it with someone else, highlight what we're doing. That is much more useful than trying to invade our space. And I do use the word invade because that's what it feels like. Again, the door is opening. No one's listening to me. Turn back around, Kyson, go. I'm not playing with you. I'm recording. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. That's me practicing my positive parenting because I really wanted to yell. All right. Not gonna catch me slipping today. Again, I forgot what I was saying. So I'm gonna whatever. So yeah, so if you have any questions, you can reach us. You can go to our website. Again, I expressed like there are a ton of things you can go through. Like on the bottom, there's a lot of things about team. There we have volunteer positions that we have highlighted. This is a heavily volunteer-based organization. So if you would like to throw your hat into the ring, we are also looking for additional board members. Please go. The board members aren't listed on the website, but reach out to us. We'll set up some type of meeting to discuss how you can support us. And you do not have to be in New York or New Jersey. We do a lot of virtual stuff now anyway. And because we're national, yeah. So you can email us at hello@chocolatemilkcafe.com or social@chocolatemilkcafe.com. They come to me anyway. I will try to answer your questions or forward them on. If these are lactation specific questions, please understand this is a peer-to-peer support group. I can provide you with IBCLC contact within our organization, but they will only do but so much because that is a support in a different way. So that's not free necessarily. Our support group is free, but they may have to charge you for this fight unless it's something quick. Come to one of our meetings. That would be better. If you have joined one of our meetings, we do have a Facebook support group that you can join. And then the Facebook support group for the people who have joined the meetings. They have to be in space because that's how we keep a sacred space. Because if we don't know you, no one knows who you are. We can't just invite you to our space because that's how we got to keep things tight. You know how the internet and the bombings and what's it called? Zoom bombings and people on Facebook. There's yes, please just respect that. All right, and then we have donations. I'll use the word donations, contribute, because you're contributing to our community. Go to our website again and click on one of those links. If you're on Facebook, it's one of the first pinned posts. Donate. If you want to support a specific chapter, you can do that. The way the donation is set up, you can select Rhode Island. You want to support Rhode Island. It's Black Breastfeeding Week. That is our yearly event that we like to support and promote. It is through PayPal, but you do not have to have a PayPal account. It takes your credit card. So please don't be discouraged because you see the word PayPal. If anything says open up an account, ignore it and keep going. You can still provide your credit card information. It is a safe way, quick way for us, especially as a nonprofit. We're working on our Facebook donate button. We are approved for Amazon Smile, so we're there. All right. Well, I think that that is enough for today. If I see any questions that we didn't highlight and want to be more specific about how our meetings are run, just let me know and hop on and do another live or make sure we address it somewhere else. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope this was informative. I hope my kids' distractions weren't too much. Actually, they worked out better than I thought. I thought it would be more. And I thank you so much. It has been a pleasure to be on this journey and be part of Chocolate Milk Cafe. And I do look forward to the growth and to see how we bloom. Have a lovely day. I have to figure out how to end this.